I don't need a little kid telling me he banged my mom.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pub Stomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans. Welcome, everybody. Today we have Trigoman
Hey, what's up, guys?
and Tyler.
Hey.
And today we have a very fun episode. We're going to be talking about Riot Games and their, different games that they've basically released in the last year. So I guess we should start with the basic one, which is League of Legends.
The basic.
The basics. Where are you guys at with the League in general?
Man, I haven't played in a while. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Just started playing again. ARAM mostly.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
3 games. I played 3 games in the last year.
that's pretty good. I want to pick it up again, but the reason I stopped playing is because my hands started hurting. I was like, this is not worth it. Like, I type on the computer for a living, so it's like, if I want to ruin my hands, I'd rather be like doing something else.
Oh, man.
But I know, right? I was like, I could get a hand brace, but it's like, okay, you know what? This is just not worth it.
How
So-
aggressively do you play?
It's just I was probably just holding the mouse wrong or something. I wasn't even good. Like, I was like, maybe at the best I was gold, and then I think that was like when I did ranked. But
Yeah.
that's not good
Oh, yeah.
anymore, right? Like, from what I
I
hear,
never
it's like
played ranked.
gold is. Oh, you never play ranked?
Never, no.
No,
I'm garbage.
it's the only play to game. It's the only way to play, because otherwise it doesn't really count. It's like there's no internet points. Who cares?
Yeah, I
Right?
agree. Like if you're not better than somebody else, why even try?
Exactly.
Who's this guy playing for fun?
If you're
Yeah.
not pub stomping, then why even playing?
Exactly. Post up. How long did you get? When did you guys first start playing?
I think I started like right after you, right? Like I played that was when we were in college, like 2012 maybe. Season 2, I guess. That was season 2 or 3, I believe. That's when I
Yeah.
first started.
I started playing at the end of season 1. So let's do a little quick search here. November 2011. So I started in like 2000, somewhere mid 2011. How about you, Tyler?
Definitely around that time. I don't know specifically, but yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think that's when I played it like a lot. Like I think we played like way too much of that game.
I mean, we were super into it enough to go to the World Championships.
Yes, I went to Worlds
Oh,
2.
wow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went. Oh man, there's so many stories of that. That was the first time we were traveling anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
We should say that for a good podcast, just so
Oh.
we can just talk about that trip alone.
Okay, yeah.
Because-
Anyway,
There's so many things that happened that one.
some sketch stuff going on. Mexy and I were young travelers, didn't know what the fuck's anyway, yeah. But Worlds, it was who was playing that year? Some Chinese team with another Chinese team. I don't know. I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't know much about the game.
I was pretty sure it was like, was it SKT?
I don't think so. I don't think it was SKT.
I feel like it was
It was like the team with the monster logo. It had a little.
Oh,
Maybe?
that's right. Azubu Frost
Yep, Azubu. Yeah.
and Taipei Assassins.
Yes, that's right.
Damn, those are good times, man.
Yeah. And people were asking me like, "Who do you want to win?" Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm just here because I'm like we got tickets. Like, it was still cheap to go. It wasn't like it wasn't expensive. Now, like, forget it. You want to go? Like, you better break the piggy bank.
You went before it was cool.
Yeah, before
I mean,
when it was first,
it was still cool because they were filling up arenas at that point. It was at the USC basketball arena.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal.
But it was not as big as now, man. Like now they're like filling football stadiums or like fucking like arena, like really big arenas. So
Now they like have Imagine Dragons, Becky
Yeah.
G.
yeah, once you get that level, like forget it. Like it's just. I'm glad we went when we went because we got to experience like being close to the game. Like I enjoyed the thing.
Yeah, I mean, we
Worlds.
definitely nerded out. We were like, it's like not who was even popular at that time. The CLG guys are pretty popular. So I remember like St. Vicious was probably there.
Yeah.
I think pretty sure we saw Skara.
Doing
Right,
almost-
Jat. Remember when you saw Jat? You're like,
Yeah.
Jat.
So different.
You know.
Do these people still stream? Do we know?
Skara still streams.
Scar, yeah, this is his job, right?
Yeah. Most of them still stream. Jat works for Dignitas. No, CLG. Some organization. I forget. But they all still work in the scene. But yeah. Let's move past season.
Let's talk about the game now. Okay,
Yeah, let's talk about the game.
So
We're all reminiscing over here.
Yeah, so a long time ago, like when I first started playing the game, like it was the exact same map for a lot of time.
Mhm.
And then like recently, or like maybe in the past 2-3 years, it started changing the game like a lot changing not just the game but the map itself.
Mhm.
So what do they have? Like the jungle is all different. Like there's a lot of little things that like bounce you to places or give a vision. There's like things walking along the river. Like all that stuff is pretty new to me. And the dragons also are all pretty give different power ups depending on when you beat them up. So that's all. Like if I play a game now, I'm so confused.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, I want to say, they added dragons to the game, and each dragon does give you different power ups, more damage, more speed, things like that. And then in the most recent change that they did was they added elements. So like the fire dragon was obviously already elemental, right? But it changes how the map looks. So like some of them, it opens up the big creep. So like the red buff and the blue buff has like 3 different entrances to walk into. Some of them open up the bottom lane. So there's like this C shape and opening at the bottom.
Oh, so that's what it was. Because I was watching a game and I saw that the blue buff had 3 entrances, and then I saw another game and it didn't have those entrances. I was like, did I watch a game that was older?
No.
But I guess it's the same game.
It's the same game and the same like each time a dragon spawns, it changes the map every time.
I see.
Some of them speed you up if you're in the jungle in certain areas. It's crazy. Like I think it adds a lot of variety. I wish it was more static though. Like I wish they didn't change each game, but or multiple times in a game, but each game is different, right?
Yeah.
So like you always have that U shape if you're in that U shape. I don't know. I'm wrong. I don't play League that much anymore. I only play like ARAM. So and all the different champions.
Yeah, I have no idea what the champions are. Yeah.
I used to be so proud because I had every champion. I was like, I have all the champions unlocked. I feel good. And then now it's like I'm missing like 10 champions and it hurts. It feels bad, man.
Just go play, man. Just go play for like a month and you'll get them again.
I don't know. I'm good. What about you, Tyler?
Oh, what do you mean? What about me? For me, the item system was always so hard to get down. Still, even in TFT, it's a struggle for me knowing what items to buy. And there's always so much to go on. You have to learn the character, the moves, how to spec, or how to pick the moves or the abilities and the items. It's a lot.
Yeah, even in ARAM, I have that issue because like I'll be playing ARAM, and like I was like, what are all these items? Like, wait. This person doesn't play like he used to. Like it's so confusing. Like,
yeah.
I'm always looking at my friends. What items do I buy? What items do I buy?
Yeah, pretty much. Like before, it was like attack speed, crit, armor, magic resist, health, AP, and like spell damage. And now they have like lethality, adaptive. I was like, what is? Yeah, like what is all this crap?
Oh man. Didn't know it got that complex. I do want to play it again just for the nostalgic feeling, but it's like I know it's like another game, so I would have to learn it. And learning League was painful. Like it's just like I don't know if the community's gotten better, but it was not.
Oh, yeah.
It was. I mean, policeman, like it hurts.
I was playing Nexus Blitz earlier today, and I've never played Nexus Blitz. It's just like one of their rotating game modes, and it's kind of like Heroes of the Storm to me. But it's just insane because this is supposed to be like their casual mode, and as soon as we lost, the guy's like, "Just uninstall the game, bro."
Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Then you know what? I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna watch from afar.
I'll just ignore the haters, man.
And it's hard. Sometimes you want to win.
I mean, you know you're signing up for it, right? But come on, bro. Like, it's not like we're playing ranked.
And they added voice to the game now, right? So people can talk to you now.
Yeah, I don't play with that. I don't need that.
Oh,
I don't need a little kid telling me he banged my mom.
Oh man. So you have to enable it. You can't. It's not just on by default.
Nah, you can turn it off. Yeah.
Okay. I just remember like a lot of games where I played where like people were just muting each other in the game, so somebody's just talking trash, but the other person can't see it. It's like, my God, man! Like, and you're in a ranked game, so it's like you're there for at least another 20 minutes. So,
yeah. You signed up at least 20 minutes of your life in there.
Yeah, some things never change, but what does change is Riot Games as a company, and they're making more games.
This is true.
The next game that I played from Riot Games, so I guess it came out as TFT, right? And what does it stand for? Team Fighter Tactics. And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, Mexy, is this an auto chess game or what is this?
Technically, the genre is Auto Battler. It just all spawned from Dota Auto Chess. Like, that was a big popular one, which actually spawned from, like, I think a StarCraft 2 mod or StarCraft mod, or maybe even a Warcraft 3 mod, I think. Just like Dota and all the other cool games. So basically, you have units, you can buy items for these units, and then you build team compositions to fight other units, but you don't even fight. You just kind of say, I'm going to have these units, and they're going to be positioned here in this way, and then the game just automatically starts attacking.
And it's a 1v1 or?
It's one. Each fight is 1v1, but it's 8 players in the game. So you take each round, you play a different player until you're the last man standing.
And then they randomize who you play? Is that how that works?
Yeah, so you technically can't play the last 4 people that died. It changes, the algorithm changes a little bit because if somebody dies, it resets the order and all that crap, right? But you're not supposed to fight the same person again, technically.
Cool. Did you play auto chess, or I guess the Dota auto chess? Is that right?
I did it. I played Dota Auto Chess, and then I played Dota Underworld, and then I played TFT for a little bit.
How does it compare? How do those two compare?
They're basically, to me, they felt like the same game, except I didn't have any attachment to Dota.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know what the characters were. I didn't care. TFT was like, okay, I know these characters. I played it for a long time. But it's played for like the beta and then the season 1. I stopped season 2, and during season 2, I played Hearthstone in their auto chess style game, which is Battlegrounds. And I played that for a while, and then I got bored because it was kind of like, this gets repetitive, and they probably playing TFT again for season 3.
Okay, cool. So they added Teemo, right? I'm gonna have to start playing it again.
Yeah, they had a Teemo. Tyler you played something else, right? You didn't play auto chess, you played something else.
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask. Yeah, I played Dota. I played the Dota one, and then I played another one on my phone, on Android, but I don't remember what the name was.
Is it Clash something?
Oh man,
Clash Royale?
No,
because that feels like some genre.
I don't think so, man. The thing is, when I was searching for it, I couldn't even find it. So it was like a small time game, but it felt very similar.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been playing TFT a little bit. I like it because it feels pretty casual. I don't really play ranked.
Oh man,
Yeah,
like
we
it feels casual for me. It's like fucking like I'm like sweating like every time, every turn. Like Mexy's over there watching Netflix and like I don't know, like reading, watching a movie and then playing casually. Like here I am, like trying to do calculations like every round and like running out of time because the like you have to be the item round, right? Like that's crucial. You have to pick an item so you
Yeah.
can build like have a better build. But it's like you have to beat whoever also wants the same item. I have to know that. Like that stuff. It's like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I definitely have the same problems with items as League. I can't get the items down. I'm starting to get the team comps down, and I'm getting a little better at placing the units. But the items, it's just I always have to have a guide up, and
Yeah,
it
but
does take a little more time.
yeah, TFT is a little bit harder, right? Because you have to combine items and it turns it into something else. Like two items combined turn into some other item that is like, I guess, kind of related. If it makes sense in your head, to me, it doesn't make any sense.
Right, and then certain units have items, and they always don't have the right items, and it's a struggle.
Yeah,
I guess it's kind of funny, right? Because like this TFT came out 2 years ago, I think. At this point, maybe longer. I don't even know. Maybe less. So like, I I don't remember that struggle, and it feels bad.
yeah. Like my IQ is too. You're just too fucking up there, man.
I'm not that high.
Your IQ is like 200 IQ.
I wish. I wish
Yeah.
I was higher placing. I feel better about my life.
Well, you're playing ranked, right? Like, so what are you ranking at right now?
Yeah, I've been playing rank. I haven't played in a while. I was at plat. I got to plat 1.
Snap. See, plat,
Um,
that's respectable.
Thank you. I feel pretty good about it. Then I lost, and then I lost all the will to live because it's like I was so close to diamond. Not like this. But
Oh.
it's a fun game. I like it because it's easy to. Again, I know this sounds so fucking.
Shut up.
It sounds so bad. Like I can watch Netflix or YouTube while I'm playing it, so I feel casual about it. Maybe that's why I can't get to diamond. I don't take it seriously enough.
Yeah.
We should play ranked, Tyler. We'll get there. We'll be better. If you're not playing to win, then what are you playing for?
Exactly.
I'm getting there. I'm working on my way. My way.
Okay, that's what I want to hear, Tyler.
It was Arena All Stars. I just found it.
Arena All Stars. I need to see this.
I only played it for like a week, and then the Dota one came out. Then I stopped playing for a while, and then TFT seems like the best one.
Is it the same thing? Like you have to pick do they have the carousel round or something similar?
Yeah, it's the same, except there is one difference, which is weird because I was playing with a lot of people at work, and we would play at lunch, and the person that you were battling, they were not always battling you at the same time. So you actually just battled ghosts of each other.
Hmm.
So it's a little different.
That happens in TFT sometimes.
It does when there's an odd number of people, but
Right.
I could be just remembering it wrong. Maybe it was the same. I don't know.
No, it's probably like that because Dota or Dota Auto Chess was that way. Like you didn't actually fight the person; you fought a copy of their board.
Yeah.
So it was probably more like that because everybody was copying Auto Chess at that point.
It takes from the experience a little bit because we're all playing at lunch and like in the food court, like like, oh, I'm playing you. Oh, actually, you're not. It's like,
Yeah. I will say Dota Auto Chess was superior in one way, which is like every time you got a unit and then you upgraded that unit, like you know how you get 3 units and then it upgrades and then you get 3 copies of that unit and it upgrades one more time.
Yeah.
In Dota Auto Chess, like the unit would get cooler. So like it would be kind of like naked no armor, and then by the time it was like 3-star, it had like a giant axe with armor and things like that.
Nice.
It looks so cool. Like
that sounds way cooler than just getting big. I mean, I guess getting bigger is also cool, but
yeah, like in League, you get like the gold tint around it, but it doesn't feel as satisfying leveling something up. Like you want to see that thing get stronger, you know?
You don't really notice it until the 3-star for sure.
Yeah, it's a very subtle thing.
Did they nerf the what was it? I think it's evasion, where like you would like randomly not get hit, because that was like super annoying when somebody would like, was it the
Oh, so every season in TFT they'll change units. Or not units, sorry. They'll change like the theme. So like season 1 was very basic. It was just like here's TFT. Season 2 they added like elements, and like certain spots on the map had like fire, wind, water, and then if you stood in that spot, that unit got like attack speed boost, fire, like more damage, mana regen, things like that. In the new one they did galaxies. So what happens is not every match has a special galaxy that it can be. So like you'll have like some galaxies like you have more health, some of them is less health. One of them, like every mob drops an item. Right now they're doing one. Let's new one that just came out is like every unit has a chance to drop a coin. So it's like it changes, every game changes because certain comps do better in certain galaxies. So like if you can get the best comp for that galaxy, you're like doing better, things like that. Yeah. So it adds a lot of variety to the game. And that's something that I wish Battlegrounds did from Hearthstone. Because like through and through in my heart, I'm a Blizzard fanboy. So like if it didn't get boring, I would still be playing Battlegrounds, right? But TFT is just way more, it just had more variety per game, in my opinion.
Oh, Battlegrounds Hearthstone. You said that it didn't click. So that is also an auto battler?
Yeah, that's their version of an auto battler.
Gotcha. So everybody's copying each other now. Everybody has their own.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? Battle Royales, right? 4 or 5 years ago, everybody made their Battle Royale at the same time somehow.
Yeah. How do they do it? Like they must know. They must know that like, oh, Blizzard's making their own. Somebody leaked it, so then like Riot is making their own, and then. But
it's funny you say that because I was just thinking about this recently. Because are you guys get to change the subject now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next game is Valorant, right? And that's like CS, their tactical shooter, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing other tactical shooters come out. Like I forget who, Ubisoft just made one. Somebody else just made one as well. And I'm just like, how does everybody come up with the same game genre at the same time? Like, how does that happen? So
which tactical shooter?
So let's kind of
Siege, right?
Huh?
It's not 6 Siege.
No. I forget what it was called. But so Valorant is a tactical shooter. That's what the genre is, and it's basically a copy of CS:GO, right?
Exactly like CS:GO.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly like CS:GO, but
you don't have abilities and stuff in CS:GO, right?
This is true.
You don't need abilities. You have a gun. What do you mean?
That's probably a stupid question.
No, I'm just kidding.
But like Rogue, I think, is the one I was seeing earlier this game.
Rogue?
Yeah, Rogue. Yeah. And that's made by Hi-Rez. I forget who Hi-Rez, what other games Hi-Rez makes, Smite and these things, right? But it's a tactical shooter as well. And I think Ubisoft they just had their own like beta game.
Okay. So like the whole like your fight is a like 20 round game where if you win you get money or some kind of points, and you buy a gun or a better gun, and then you get to shoot. And the thing, so I played CS:GO for a little bit, and the thing that was super, people say like, oh, it's like super realistic, but it doesn't feel realistic. It feels like I'm just like fighting, like you have to know how to shoot the gun and then it'll like hit the target. It felt like playing almost like H1Z1. Like it felt like super cheap effects, but apparently it was like the bullet drop was realistic or something like that. I have no idea.
Yeah. So in Valorant, it's more like the way they, I guess, balance the game is like if you just hit their head, you win. Like
right.
They're more like twitch reflexes and things like that. Like if you can get the shot on somebody else, that you're better than them, basically.
Yeah.
But the variance in this one is now like they had like the hero aspect where you have different heroes that do different abilities. They're basically the same thing. Like they all have like a stun of some sort, not a stun, but like a flashbang of some sort. Crowd control kind of, you know.
And I saw like you can throw a little orb and it makes like I guess like a smoke screen or something like that, or something similar.
Yeah, so it's like a flashbang, right? You can't see through it. You can't, you know.
Well, that's not a flash. Always like a
Smoke bomb. Yeah,
smoke.
smoke bomb. Yeah. Summer walls.
Yeah.
So like you
Some are
can
walls.
control where the flow of battle goes through. I guess the biggest variance is like one of them can heal, right? So she can like resurrect characters, heal other characters.
They have
That's
mercy.
Kind of.
I saw that you can get your ultimate, like you get ultimate charge. I only watched a video of the game. I haven't played this one at all. So you can get your ulti. What does that mean? Like you get like 5 ult charges and then you can use your ultimate. Does that mean you like throw a grenade launcher? I don't know. How does that look like in the game?
I guess it varies because I only played what's her name? Viper. And like when Viper ulties, she would just throw like smoke around her, which covers the whole area. And like if you're in the smoke, you take more damage and you can't see as well. Which characters did you play, Tyler?
Breach. He had a grenade launcher or something as an ult. Oh, Rolling Thunder. Oh, like seismic charges. So it's like earthquakes and stuff, kind of like AoE crowd control stuff.
There's another character called Phoenix, where like a Phoenix, if he gets killed, he'll resurrect. Or if the timer runs out, he'll resurrect, right? Go back to where he was. Like I said, one of them can resurrect other characters. So there's like a little bit of variance among different characters, right?
Like Jet, she like moved. She has a couple of skills where she moved around a lot, and then her ult was she like threw knives. You could throw all the knives, or you could throw one at a time.
It kind of varies. Some of them are more utility based, some of them are offensive, right?
So I guess there's like you do have to buy better weapons. You start with like some pistol, and then some abilities, and then you have to buy both abilities and pistols, right?
Yeah. So like for the most part, it's CS:GO. So like your abilities would be like the smoke grenade, the flashbang, things like that. And then you buy guns. They have the same guns. Like the biggest sniper in the game is an op, and they call it an op too. So it's the way I would describe it is like CS:GO and Overwatch had a baby.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
it does a
and how's the
certain aspects
community
of
there?
Overwatch for sure.
Because CS:GO is it's pretty. You got yelled at once.
I got yelled at once.
You know, it's a riot game.
No, I mean, TFT community is great.
Nah, man.
Nobody talks to you. I mean, because you're all playing against each other, it's free for all, right? So you can't really do anything.
Yeah, like nothing you do affects somebody else, unless you play bad, in which case you're helping everybody else, right?
Yeah.
I haven't played Valorant that much, but it was fairly quiet.
I think it's because we didn't play very high level Valorant. Because, I mean, I never played CS:GO. Like the couple times that I tried playing it, I sucked at it, so I didn't really care. Kind of the same with Valorant. I don't think I'm very good at it.
Yeah, me either. It definitely takes muscle memory and knowing like you really got to know which level to aim when you're going around corners and things like that. All standard shooter stuff.
So
but I'm
is
not
there less strategy than CS:GO? I guess it seems like there's more strategy in this kind of game, right? Because you have more things that you can do.
I feel there's more strategy because the character abilities kind of change. Like how Tyler was saying, there's a character called Jet who can just fly up in the air, kind of, and then like float down. Like in the CS:GO, you can't do that, right? It's like a very ground level kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
So you don't expect somebody like, I'm behind boxes, I'm gonna be safe, and then somebody jumps over the box and kills you, right?
Right.
Oh yeah. They jumped over the wall one time. Yeah, I was like, I had no idea.
I
You
mean,
could
it
go over
makes
the
sense,
wall.
right? The wall only goes so high, but
Right.
it's like the
Yeah.
hurricane blowing down the wall.
Who knew? Oh yeah, there's certain doors you could go through too that I didn't know. And somebody busts through the door and kills me.
Okay.
I think it's fun to watch. I actually enjoy watching it. Other people play it.
Mhm.
Not some. I didn't like watching people play CS:GO, but it could just be because I like the streamers that are playing it too. I don't know.
Oh, you watch because I watch tournaments of CS:GO and those are pretty fun to watch.
Yeah,
But
I don't know, man. I'm excited to see the scene. What comes out of this?
I mean, they're basic. Sorry, go
Hmm?
ahead.
I was gonna say, because Riot has the esports scene, right? Like they figured the formula out with League of Legends.
Mhm.
They're just gonna be printing out esports money with Valorant, in my opinion.
Right, because they're picking the games that they're making the games that already had something there. Like now they need to make a battle royale, right? If they do that, they've covered all the genres that make money. So because all the games are free to play and they make their money like through, I guess, in-game purchases. And I guess like now, I guess people sign up and sponsor big things. So they have CS:GO was their own genre in esports, and it wasn't that big because League took over that space. But now they're also in the CS:GO space. So I don't know how that's gonna shake up because
I don't know.
that's it's pretty interesting to see. Like, I mean, what, like 10 years ago when we were youngins, like in my wildest dreams, I could think that like, oh yeah, video games are gonna be the biggest thing ever. But now, like now in times of COVID, people can't go to see actual sports, so they have to see them online, right? So esports never stopped.
Man, the day I figured out that esports was making a huge comeback was when I went to my parents' house and like my dad watched soccer every weekend. Like that was what he would watch every day, almost every day now because it's all the different leagues, right?
Yeah.
And then when COVID first started, there was no soccer games, right?
Yeah.
But I remember him watching soccer, and I was like, "Are they just playing old reruns or something?" He's like, "Nah, they're playing FIFA, the like FIFA 2020,
No
right?"
way. No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
That's awesome.
My dad was watching people play FIFA. I was like,
What?
I lost. Huh? Go ahead.
Did
I lost my mind in that moment because it was like
go
my
ahead, go
entire
ahead.
life. My dad was like, "Video games are a waste of time. Why are you watching people play video games?" We think, like this is stupid. Then I go in there this year and I see him sitting watching FIFA. I'm like,
dude? I mean, honestly, I didn't understand streaming when I first saw it. Like, what? Why would I want to watch somebody? But then you watch it, it's like, okay, I get it. But then but your dad. I mean, your dad is
my dad's
yeah,
old. He's like
it's from a different era,
73.
right? So it's like I don't want to say that for respect to your dad because I love him. He's a great man. But yeah, he's from different times. I can't imagine him watching FIFA. That's fucking awesome. Oh man, that's all it took was COVID. COVID, like, all right, guys, stay home. Can go.
So, when the along that same line, when the NBA got canceled due to COVID, all the NBA players and ESPN started a 2K
Nice.
tournament, and all the NBA players played, and actually one of the Suns
Oh,
won.
nice.
Devin
Yeah.
Booker won the whole thing.
That's the crazy
It's
part
crazy to
about
watch
everything,
them
right?
play.
Like if you watch ESPN now, they had CS:GO on ESPN. I seen CS:GO. Like I seen the football games that they would do, like NFL and all that. So like now that during COVID, it just became like their main broadcast, right? Because they didn't have anything else. It's insane. Like I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
great.
esports, yeah, I think Riot Games single-handedly, because there was always Dota had a big thing going on, and there was always like, what is that big game convention where you bring a computer? I forget. Hack. DreamHack. Yeah, that they always had that going, but it wasn't like it was big, but it wasn't like league big, you know.
Yeah.
Somehow they got the right people. They talked to the right artists to make it big and to make it like a presence, and everybody knows about it now.
Yeah. Well, like it's insane to just see because like StarCraft was like the biggest esports for a long time, but they never got to the level that League made it happen,
Yeah.
where they're filling up arenas. Now you see them on TV. Like I'm waiting to see League on TV one day. Like that'll blow my mind.
Yeah. Yes, it's pretty good times. And actually you and I had a tour of Riot Games, the headquarters. Yeah, so dude, their campus, man, is
that must have been
like
cool.
fuck. It's like crazy. It's so awesome.
It's hard to explain, right? Like
it's like the coffee shop. Remember, it was a Gangplank theme, or what was it? Yeah,
Bilgewater.
Bilgewater. Yeah,
It wasn't even just like coffee. You could get
cool.
beer at their like Bilgewater tavern or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I met a guy at a conference, and
awesome.
he offered to give us a tour when we were in LA, and we went to LA, pinged him, and he came through. It was awesome. Just wish it was in California, because I don't know. I couldn't live in California. It's just too many people. But yeah, it's great. They're doing good things. I'm glad they're doing more games now.
Yeah, well, they also have Legends of Runeterra, which is supposed to compete with Hearthstone, and the other announced project that they have is a fighting game, which to me that's insane. That sounds so cool, like some kind of like Soul Calibur style game, you know?
Okay.
I don't know if that's what it's gonna be, but to me that would be the coolest, right?
Yeah, because usually the hardest part, I guess, like when we're going on super tangents now, but anyway, like the hardest part is like creating a universe, but they already have it. Like they've been building it since League. They already have all the lore, all the stuff they need to have. So like creating a game, it's like a matter of throwing bodies at it, which they have. They have a bunch of resources, so they can make any game they want now.
See, I disagree. I think the hardest part is creating a fan base, right?
Okay.
Like people want to play fighting games, but why would they want to play your fighting game when they could go play Street Fighter?
No, but like you said, right? Like you didn't play auto chess because you didn't have an attachment. People have been playing League for years, right? So they already have that. So that's what I meant. Like they can now make any game. They already have that universe. So like they can, if they put like, imagine they put like, I don't know, Yasuo on the fighter game. Of course you're gonna play it. Like hell yeah. Like that's why you're not gonna play Street Fighter, because that's our generation, right? But like the newer people, like the newer kids that are coming up, yeah, and if they make it, if it's the same model, free to play, like it's just like no brainer. They want like having it free.
Yeah, gotta get them skins, yo.
Yeah, you gotta get them skins because having it free is like free marketing, right? So you people get to play the game. Even if one person doesn't buy anything, somebody else will, because they'll see that person playing the game, and then they'll do it. So
it's true. I hadn't spent money in years on Riot games, years, and then I started playing TFT, and then it came out with those little legends. I was like, I need to have a little legend. Like I need to have something different than the stupid ghost that they give you.
Yeah.
They know. See, you see, like
I'm still struggling with that. It's so hard to get those damn things.
Want it so bad,
right? Because you can either spend time or money, right? So to make it, you can get it. Just have to play out the game a lot, or you can just spend a few bucks and then you can have it too.
Joke's on them. I'm gonna pay it and play the game a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, they cracked it. They figured out the formula.
You showed that.
Yeah. I am a little bit against the free to play games, because I feel like it's kind of like a gateway drug. It's like, here's a taster, and I fall for it all the time. It's like, yeah, I'll take a taster or whatever. I'm not gonna fall, and then like next thing I know, I'm like hooked. So, but I understand why. It's business. Business is business. You gotta do it.
Business is business.
It's not charity.
I mean, I prefer this over other games where it's like pay to win, right? This is free to play.
Pay to win does suck. So I like that they keep it only cosmetic stuff. There's a few things that you could do you could argue, like back in the day, like you could buy rune pages, and that you could argue, say like, yeah, I guess if you buy like how many 20 rune pages or whatever it was, you have more varieties. But I think for the most part, it was pretty balanced.
Yeah, I agree. Anywho, I think we can split for the night here, guys.
Yeah, sounds good.
See ya, everybody. Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at Pubstomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/Pubstomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.